From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
I know you've heard this reminder quite a few times this week, but it's the time change weekend, daylight saving beginning, so that means set your clocks ahead 1 hour Saturday night, and yes, we lose that hour of sleep there late Saturday night. Also a good time for you to be, thinking about the things that maybe need to change batteries that you maybe only do once or twice a year, like your smoke detectors, but also things like your weather radios, carbon monoxide detectors as well. It's always a good time to check the batteries on those, replace them if they need to be replaced. It's a good reminder any time of year, but when we get the time change time frame like this, it's always kind of like a nice refresher to just be thinking about that. Outside today, we've got some sunshine. Yeah, it's a little on the cool, chilly side of things. Bartlesville looking better than it did this morning. You guys were socked in and overcast for a good portion of the first half of the day, but you're seeing the sun break back out here for the second half of our Friday. Here's the loop of satellite and temperatures over the last few hours. The clouds kind of held their temperatures down to the north for a while, but recovering a little bit now. So mid 40s to the north to low 50s to the south if you are out the door here in the lunchtime time frame. And thankfully, again, winds are quite light, going almost calm as high pressure slides in. Highs ranging from about the 50-degree mark in southeast Kansas, far northeastern Oklahoma, to the low 50s in the Tulsa Metro, to the upper 50s in southeastern Oklahoma this afternoon. Normal high would be 61, so we're a little bit below that. Tomorrow, there is a huge range of high temperatures on Saturday as an area of low pressure rapidly develops, southeast winds increasing, and there will be a big divide between cloudy and cooler to the east and warmer to the west. It looks like generally if you're east of Tulsa tomorrow, you're socked in with clouds. You've got highs in the 50s around Pryor, Tahlequah, Bonita. Tulsa, we're going to try and break out some sunshine to get us to the low 60s, maybe warmer. And then just a county or two to the west of Tulsa, it's in the 70s around Pawnee and Bristow, and then near 80 degrees in Oklahoma City tomorrow. Let's expand this even further. Statewide view. Temperatures tomorrow afternoon, Saturday afternoon, range from the low 50s around Miami to the upper 80s Saturday afternoon around Altus in southwestern Oklahoma. So you can kind of see the warmth and the instability that we'll be working with, which will lead to that potential for a few severe storms across kind of the southeast corner of the state tomorrow night. It's a fairly brief time window, but as early as about 5 p.m. tomorrow evening through about 10 to 11 o'clock tomorrow night is when we could have a few of those severe storms flare up, mostly south of I-44. And the main threat that we're going to be concerned with tomorrow night and the evening and nighttime hours would be some large hail with a few of those storms as they get flared up kind of pretty quickly. Before that, though, we could be a little on the damp side tomorrow morning. If you got morning, midday plans for Saturday, going to a farmer's market or getting some other errands run, we've got it looks like some areas of drizzle and light showers will roll through, just enough to kind of dampen the roads a little bit, and you might need the umbrella just briefly. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll try to break out some sunshine, and if we heat up enough, that'll bring us the instability for some storms to develop. Now, I want you to notice as these flare up through the evening, they're not all that high in coverage, relatively isolated to scattered thunderstorms, which means a lot of folks will miss out. But if you get under a storm tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, you're going to know it. It's going to be pretty intense. Again, a lot of thunder and lightning, and could be some large hail potential. Now, by Sunday morning, that threat's long gone. The colder air surges in with gusty north winds, and we could have some sprinkles, some showers lingering into Sunday. Highs Sunday afternoon only in the 50s with a gusty north breeze. Early next week, again, heading into spring break time for a lot of kids, a cool start, but it looks like we'll get a big warm up by the middle of next week, near 70 by Wednesday.